is the 77 WABC minicast.
And let's go to Texas.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Well, let's go to Congressman Brandon Gill from the great state of Texas. And Congressman, let's get to some of this big breaking news that just came in. You probably heard Eric Swalwell is resigning from Congress. There was an ethics investigation into him. What's your reaction?
Well, it's about time he finally announces that he's resigning, although I will say he didn't say when he would resign. He said he would be. So it'll be really interesting to see on what specific date. Is that going to be this week? Is he going to hang around for a little bit longer? I can tell you, I think both sides of the aisle agree, though, he's not very welcome here.
You know, what do you make, Congressman, of the fact that, like, Nancy Pelosi and so many of these others, I mean, there were all these allegations.
Schiff is his rabbi.
But how about during all the stuff, Judge Weinberg, with Nancy Pelosi was aware that he had all these issues with Fang, the Chinese spy, years ago. And what does she do? She puts him on the Intel committee. And in this case, there were all these allegations about this guy. Everybody sort of knew about these allegations, and yet they were more than happy to have him still run for governor. Believe me, obviously these allegations are serious, and if they're true, throw the book at him. You know, that's how I feel, especially as a woman. It's preposterous when I hear what these accusations are. But it seems like the Democrats were turning a blind eye until it didn't work for them in the governor's race.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it is incredible the degree to which they will cover up some really nasty stuff on their own side. And it shows how deeply corrupt they are. I mean, to your point, we're hearing from members of the press all in the D.C. area who keeps, almost like they're bragging about the fact that everybody in D.C. knew there were some weird things going on with Eric Swalwell. I didn't know that, by the way. I'd never heard these, but now all these press members are claiming they did, and yet they never ran down any details. They didn't do anything about it. I mean, if I had heard that another member of Congress might be sexually assaulting somebody, I would immediately go to Capitol Police. So it is amazing to hear all of these people act like this was just a big open secret, but it does show you how corrupt they are. And, there was something about Swalwell's run where, maybe Democrats did want him out of the race to coalesce behind a single candidate in the California governor's race. Maybe this has to do with politics on their side of the aisle, which in some ways almost makes it worse.
Right.
It's like they don't care about the underlying issue. They care about the politics of it. And that, I think, is disgusting.
Yeah, that's a tragedy. I mean, a tragedy when you hear that and talk about at the worst expense. Fernando.
The fact that he is going to resign, does that mean that he will not be prosecuted? Does that mean that he will get away with it? Does that mean that there won't be civil charges against him?
I don't think that will have any impact on civil charges. It will stop an internal ethics investigation in the House because they don't do those for formal or for former members. But that has nothing to do with legal ramifications. So he should still be on the hook for everything. And to your point, if he was doing this stuff, he does need to be. We do want to see justice. If he's guilty of this stuff, he does need to be in jail. I mean, the idea that you have a guy who's all of a sudden we find videos of a member of Congress hanging out and doing some pretty unsavory things with prostitutes.
Well, I hear, Brendan, Congressman, I hear that there's pictures of his private parts going around.
Yeah, he was sending them apparently to women. How appropriate is that?
Well, Anthony Weiner did it too. I mean,
How did it work out for Weiner?
It's really, really beyond disgusting. I mean, it really, this is the kind of stuff that people hear about and they think, what is going on in Congress? And I think we have a responsibility to clean up Congress.
Yep.
I think you have a loud voice. You're from Texas. Well, you go to Washington and you tell them you have a responsibility to get rid of all this stuff. I mean, some of these people have just lost their mind.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's hard for me to comprehend whenever you hear people talking about, well, we he's been sending these pictures around to staff and people have kind of heard about it. Like, what do you mean you've heard about it?
Right.
Why didn't you go to the police
it's shocking.
Talk to why didn't you tell anybody about this? You can't have a member of Congress treating his staff like
Brandon,
this.
we got to we got to go on to the next thing. But thank you for coming on, and we love Texas. We love that Texas song, and we're going to play it one more time.
Yeah, just on the way out, because we love you, Brandon. You got to come back on. Here it is.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit ASBgold.com. That's ASBgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.